Okay, welcome. This is me here, Douglas speaking, and Vincent is also here with
Hello.
me. Yes. Um, so, well, if you Googled Pentiment and you found this video, then you obviously know what Pentiment is. For the other people on this who watch this channel, this is a really, really cool game. It's like a historical adventure game by the same people who made Fallout New Vegas, and it's just this game is just like a love letter to books and history, and that's why I love it so much because I'm basically the kind of person who would want to make this game. But the story of how we're recording this here is a bit complicated because I wanted to play this for a long time, and I also thought since this is a slow game with lots of text, that it would be a good chance to practice my Russian. So I'd play it in Russian. And just as I started, Vincent came along and he was bored, and he'd watched me play, and um, I'll translate it and I'll read it out so he can follow along. Um, and we ended up just doing this. It was really chill, and we also ended up having lots of really interesting conversations through this time. So after a while, we realized it was a very nice activity, and like, what the hell, we might as well record it. And the idea for this as a let's play is that um, well, most of you watching this probably don't read Russian, or maybe you do, but the fact that Vincent doesn't means that I have to read everything out loud. So you can follow along with this just by listening, also, if you would want to. But okay, do you have anything to add, Vincent?
I'm just looking forward to this.
Perfect.
Yeah, get started.
Perfect. There's also one thing. Um, we've sort of played like an hour of this already that we didn't record, so we'll go back and redo it. But we never got further than literally the first segment of the game. So we're just slightly better prepared for the beginning. But yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to press new game here, picking this slot, and the game autosaves. Perfect. Beautiful lectern. Here's the first page of the Bible. Very nice.
Actually
And
move
if you,
that rock. Oh,
yeah, that's me moving
that's your
it.
cursor.
You
Okay.
can see this, right?
I haven't seen that
That's my
before.
cursor. So, really expensive books back in the day. This is before printing. Really expensive books. They were written on vellum, which is like high quality leather from like calves and stuff. And the ink wouldn't really sink into the vellum, so you could erase using a rock by just scrubbing the paint off like this.
Hmm.
So we're reusing this Bible here to write our own story, I guess, is what the game is trying to say. Oh, that's not very good erasing.
For the internet, it's
Yeah. Obsidian Entertainment. This is also a game that really loves languages. Like, your character can learn different languages and then they're translated and they give you different abilities in the game. And it's it's such a weird mix here because we are speaking English here, but the game is originally in English, but it's supposed to be German. But I am reading a going to be reading a Russian translation into English of what's supposed to be German. So sometimes even Vincent here can help me understand certain things because there will be random German words in the game. So it, it's a big mix.
multicultural.
Yeah. Yeah, the art style is very consistent with what you can see in this intro. It's really gorgeous. Josh Sawyer is the narrative director of this game. He's made a long series of interviews and even like a making of for this game, which we might watch once we played it. Okay, Tassing, Bavaria, Holy Roman Empire, April 1518. And here's our boy. The Dream of the Artist. This was this chapter is called. The Mind of the Artist. And the abbot said to me, Andreas, oh, don't distract the sister in the library. You must finish work on the book that was ordered by the end of April, or don't talk about more unnecessary things with Brother Pierrot. If I click this, do I get the... Yeah, so I get to decide what kind of person Andreas is here. Let's see. Click on the... what is this called? The word with the dash under it to open a glossary. Let's try it. Yes, perfect. So that's him. Yeah, the abbot definitely told me that I have to finish the work, this book, this order. Let's see. You likely expected that there would be more time, yes? So this is Beatrice, which is a character from oh, what is it called? Character from the Divine Comedy, the romantic interest of the hero in the Divine Comedy, the famous medieval book by, who was it? By Dante, yes, of course. So in Andreas's dream here, he's got a bunch of different characters who represent different things. Yes, he said I had time until the id of May, which is about the 15th of May. So that's another 2 weeks. The Holy Grobian. That's actually a character. Grobian in at least in Swedish just means like fool, basically like what he looks like here. But it's also a character in a German book apparently. And what did this mean in German, Vincent? This word, Grobian?
From my understanding, it means something like someone who is rough to other people, or uncareful.
It's somewhat related to like foolery, tomfoolery, sort of.
Yeah, it's probably somewhat comparable.
And he says like, what a bastard, and he won't pay you more than what was decided. He doesn't really appreciate your work at all. Oh, and here's Socrates.
Yeah.
I guess this is like the fool, or the what's it called? The devil on his shoulders, and this is more like the angel, and I think she's somewhat in between. Starting off with the difficult words here. Fruitfulness of work must be measured not in money, but in oh my goodness, but in private satisfaction, personal satisfaction, and self-improvement. Thank you, Socrates. Yes. Self-satisfaction doesn't keep your belly full though. Haha. Oh, and this is Presbyter Johan. How is he pronounced in English? Let's see. Prester John. Yes. And that's a legendary Christian ruler.
Okay.
I think he will show up more again. He's like this biblical figure that ruled some Eastern mystical kingdom, but he ruled it really well. we look at his face here, he looks like vaguely like African.
Mm.
And he says, Andreas, so what did you answer to the abbot? I said that I will try to complete the work by the end of April. I said that I will finish the work to the end of May. Oh, by the middle of May, depending on how work goes. Or I shrugged and continued to work. I like this one. Now she says, that's a good way to escape conflicts. But you know that he will raise this question again. What difference does it make? It's not it's not important anymore. Allow yourself to... No, it's not you. The subject here is him. Let him complain. In the end, sometimes it's a bit difficult because there's no what's it called, pronoun here. It's just let itself complain. But I think it's applying to him. So let him complain to himself. In the end, this work will be done. Oh, Socrates. And hard, diligent work is already a virtue. No matter what the abbot thinks about it. You must endure, not taking into account the abbot's anger. Soon you will finish his order and then your masterwork. And then you will return to Nuremberg. Oh, yeah. Nuremberg is a real city, of course. It's a big city of the Holy Roman Empire. It is a big center of trade, art, and printing at this time.
It's funny if someone doesn't know Nuremberg.
Well, lots of people outside of Germany don't know about it. I actually found out, well, I knew it existed, but my strongest association to this is actually a Russian band called Nuremberg.
Didn't know that.
That make post-punk music. Or they might be Belarusian. I'm not sure. Yeah, they're Belarusian, sorry. Where you will become a master. You will get married and then begin your new life. Yes, you will get married with a stranger. It could be better. Well, instead of this, he could instead choose the path of a philosopher. And this is a bit funny because Socrates didn't really get along all that well with his wife, actually. Like in the Platonic dialogue where he is killed at the end, he kicks his wife out of his prison cell because he's so tired of her. So he's not known to being a loving husband, really. So yeah, I think you know the painting of let's see, the death of Socrates. Let's see. The painting, The Death of Socrates by Jacques-Louis David. We can maybe put this in the stream later, Vince, and I'll send it to you. Here, in this picture. You can flash that on screen. I think that's his wife getting kicked out in the background in the stairs there, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So that is the moment before Socrates dies, actually, when he's in the middle, about to grab the poison that
I don't
he
know
will
if
die
we
from.
are allowed to use this. Can do that.
We'll see.
Let's see.
Okay. Oh God. Then you must get married. Oh God. Then you must get married. Is she at least beautiful? Uh, ah, my brother writes that yes, uh, but maybe he's just trying to cheer me up. uh, they sent me a really cute miniature of her, but you know, as an artist, we also like to flatter people when we represent them. Or, who knows? Uh, that's not the reason I'm getting married anyway.
Yeah.
I like the middle answer actually. It's already getting late. The wheels of time never stop spinning, Andreas. I'm afraid it's time for you to go. And yes, your greatness, you are correct. Oh, he's referring to him formally. That's cool. Um, can I expect you here again soon? I hope so, but I'm not really in control of this, Your Greatness. I don't know, Your Greatness, or uh, mm, I. This isn't. This isn't the only dream I have, or I don't. I see. I also have other dreams, Your Greatness.
Yeah.
This one seems nicest.
I
I
think the
think
one with
that's.
where he doesn't have control. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like the most modest thing to say.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like with everyone else, um, you have to believe in providence. Oh, or trust. Yeah, believe. It's the same thing. Grobian, please lead Andreas home. Of course, Your Greatness. Until we meet again, Andreas. Until we meet again, Your Greatness. Oh. Okay, so here we are, the ship of fools. So this is like, originally this is an allegory from Plato about what would happen. I think what would happen in politics if you didn't have experts that would rule it. It would be like having all these idiots on a boat. But there was a famous German book that was published in 1494. So this is about 25 years before this time in the game. That was really famous in Germany. That looked like this, and since then, or maybe even before, this picture became really popular in Germany. And then he says, "Don't give any attention to these jokers, Andreas. I'm not giving them attention." Oh, I. By the way, Vincent,
Yeah.
when someone hurts you in German, what do you say?
Usually you say "ow."
Ow. Okay, that's cool. Because in Sweden we say I, and that's
Aye.
exactly what he says here. Yeah, I.
Okay.
Or more accurately, don't. Well, or more accurately, I didn't. I wouldn't give them attention if they didn't step on my toes. Look where you're. Oh, what is that verb? Pirosh. Just look where you're going.
Okay.
I think he was saying it to them, like, be careful. Hehe. Well, these are fools, Andreas. You shouldn't really waste your time on them. The old Yuan wants uh, that you wants you to have patience for the annoyances or like antics of the abbot. But since I'm the one leading you home, the last word belongs to me. Aha, so he wants us to change our mind about the abbot's irritation. Um, oh, this is an interesting image. Don't let him squeeze all the juice out of you, dude.
Oh.
I won't let him. The abbot doesn't dare push me around, or he's just trying to support. He's just trying to keep the abbey in order. I am, of course, there. I am just a stranger, or everything's gonna go okay. I don't want to cause trouble.
Maybe the I don't want to cause trouble, the last one? Or what do you think?
I mean, they all mean sort of this. Well, the top one is a bit more aggressive, but I don't actually know. We don't know yet what this abbot is like. If he's an asshole or if he's actually honest. But so I'll just take the middle option, I think, because
Yep.
it's not so aggressive. Well, you are a stranger that he himself invited. If he wants you, if he wants you to work for you, he has to accept you as you are. Ouch. Arg. Well, please stop. Ow. So I strategically interrupted him, like the text did. I give up. Please lead me home, Grubian. Hehehe. As you say, Andreas.
In his dream, right?
Yeah. And she was.
That
Good
was
morning, Ursula. Yeah, she was just poking his feet, trying to wake him up. It's cute. Brew morning, Andrea. Can't speak so well. Time to get up. The Baron, April of 1518. A few more pages. Back to the Abbey. Click the bookmarks of the journal in order to open your tasks. Okay, perfect. The first hour, 6 hours. I don't know why it's written like that. This sort of chapter is called A Few More Pages. A New Day, New Pages of the manuscript for the abbot. Maybe I could even make a few pages for myself, because I think he's working on his masterwork on the side as well. I need to make my way to the edge of the town, walk up to the abbey, and join the others at work in the scriptorium.
Yeah.
So, for some context here, I think Andreas is like in his late 20s or maybe even his early 30s. Like he's older than he's supposed to be at this stage in his life. And he doesn't actually write books, sort of. I mean, his main thing isn't an author, but it is to make the beautiful illustrations. Like all of this stuff that's around. Let's see, get this stuff on the pages and illustrate the images and stuff. But that sort of ties a bit together with other parts of making books. So let's see. We're at the second floor. Here it says, go to sleep. I'm not tired yet. Maybe I can rest a bit after the evening prayer. Because back in the day, they sort of divided their days into different rituals that they had. Picatrix, the big key of Solomon, Gentameron. Oh, these are book titles. Picatrix. Oh, let's actually look those up. That could be fun. Aha. Picatrix has to do with astrology and the occult. It's a grimoire of astrological magic. Wow. Okay, that's cool. It's a magic book. Uh, the Big Key of Solomon. So these books are all real and they exist. The Key of Solomon, also known as the Greater Key of Solomon, is a pseudo epigraphical grimoire attributed to King Solomon, 14th or 15th century Italian Renaissance. Renaissance magic. Okay, lots of magic here. And Gentameron. Hmm. I just get gentleman. Maybe it's supposed to be a H because the Russian
You mean
alphabet doesn't.
Kentaperon or what?
Heptameron, I think.
Heptameron.
Yes.
You want me to Google this as well, or
I think I found it. The Heptameron.
what's that?
In it's written by Margarita de Navarre.
Ah, it's a book.
Yes, it's a book about people who are stuck in an abbey and they pass the time they still tell stories.
Ah, okay.
The stories, however, soon degenerate into a verbal battle between. Wow, I want to read this, honestly. I'll put this on my reading list. That sounds awesome. Okay, very cool. So, very, very cool. Prior Ference spends a lot of time giving me something interesting to read. So that's, okay. He's been giving me these cool books. That's awesome. I should have cleaned up here a long time ago already. Okay. Yeah, the House of the Gertners. Ursula? Andreas. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here's Clara. Let's talk to Clara. Good morning, Andreas. How did you sleep? Mladенец. Is that like a baby? Wait, let's see. Yeah. I slept like a baby, thank you. As usual, sleep is sleep. Not all that well, but what can I do? I'll just be nice to her, honestly. I get to sleep in her house. Oh, wonderful. And now, oh, she's referring to him in a very formal way. That's cool. Since you are going to the abbey, I actually prepared for you some food for the road. Cheese. Oh, what are they called again? It's a mandel, like a
Almond.
almonds. Thank you, almonds, and rye bread. Just the one that I know you like. Otto. Okay, we'll see him later, I guess. Otto wanted me to tell you that he wants to eat with you or have lunch with you, I think, at the Abbey. Was Otto here? Yes. He came by just as the sun came up. I think, just from knowing a bit more, like an hour in, I think she's the hot single of the town because lots of people have been mentioning her. Take this, Andres. You are very kind, Clara. Thank you. Or just nod. Of course, I'll say thank you. Like the game just sometimes just give me options to be more rude than I would want to be. Master Andreas, excuse me for bothering you, but can I? There is something we. Can I please ask you to pay for the following month already today? And um, we would also like to raise rent for you with 2 more groschen. I'm sorry that I bother you with this, but we have run up a oh, what is it called? We run up a debt to the abbey that, because they have to pay taxes there.
Yeah.
Let's see. The time for this, the deadline um, has already expired by a month. Peter, yes, that's her husband. Uh, Peter ripped out all of his hair on his head. I think he probably didn't literally do that, but yeah, he's not feeling so good. Ah, okay. Of course I'll pay. Uh, oh, oh yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah, I can ask the angels here on my head. I don't know what to say. Um, the agreed upon time that I was supposed to pay is in early May. I think we're in April still. Ah, of course. Be generous, Andreas. You have money, and your help will greatly aid them. Uh, think about what inaction will lead to. And here's like, on what basis? Uh, they always make it work with taxes every year. Why do you have to follow why do you have to fix their problems? I mean, yeah, I'll be nice to them. What the hell? Ah, and now he says something contrary to what she said. But from another side, uh, uh, she might get into the habit of demanding early payment every month. Oh, here we go. Of course I will pay. We wouldn't want to let Peter lose all of his hair.
Yeah.
Um, uh, hmm. Yes. Okay. I'll pay. Uh, I can't promise anything. I'll see what I can do. Well, well, why did your taxes suddenly become so unbearable for you? We'll find this out anyway, so let's be nice to her. God bless you, Andreas. May Saint Luke help you.
Who's St. Luke again?
Yeah, we're about to find out. Um, Saint Luke is a Christian evangelist and the saint, not saint, but like the What is this word in English? Oh my
Isn't
god.
it called Saint?
Patron,
Patron.
patron
Ah,
saint,
patron. Yeah.
patron saint of artists and doctors. It's such an interesting combo, the artists and doctors. Um,
Didn't have a big
uh,
distinction between those, I guess, back then.
well, no, no, no. The doctors and artists were definitely different already back then. But saints can be saints of very
Multiple things.
strange and mixed. Yeah, yeah, exactly. The symbol of this saint is a winged, like, wait, Telets.
Isn't that the snake around the needle or something like that? Or is it something?
It's like a Taurus. What is that? Like the bull, a winged bull.
Winged bull, okay.
Yeah, interesting. How do we get back? Okay. By the way, Speaking of Holy Luke, how is your work progressing? Uh, I guess all this construction. And 2 months have already passed. A big part of my time I have to spend on the. Most of my time I have to spend to carry out the what the abbot ordered. Uh-huh. Only during the hours of liturgy prior ference, that the guy who gave us the books, yeah, allows me to work on my masterwork. Um, um, his his demands are quite fair, but work is progressing very slowly. By the way, Vincent, do you know
Yeah.
what a masterwork is?
A masterwork, that's like
Yeah.
when you study some subject or you're doing craftsmanship and you finalize, that's the highest grade of uh, like a piece of art or a table if you're a lumberjack or something like, not a lumberjack, you know, like when someone, yeah, it could be a work of craftsmanship that is the highest grade of education of craftsmanship.
Yes. In today, that's definitely true, but in the context of this era, it has more meanings as well. So
Okay.
masterwork isn't just a good quality item; it is a an exceptional quality item that a journeyman makes, and he sends this in to leaders of the guild that he is in,
Yeah.
and they judge it. And if they deem it to be of a high enough quality, it allows him to also become a master.
Ah, yeah.
So he uses this to level up, sort of. It's like
Hmm.
a degree basically from this, like a diploma,
Yeah.
if it gets accepted. And if you are not a master, you're not allowed to hire other people to work for you. Uh, it's a very important rank
Because you can't
in the
teach
guild.
them, or because you don't know how to do. If you don't
Well,
know that.
technically you can know it, but the guilds exist to stop people uh, that they don't want from doing that. It's more like a legal thing. That
Yeah.
like they will sue you if you try to open your own workshop without having achieved becoming a master yet, and they will send the medieval equivalent of the police on you and stop you.
That way they also force you to become part of the guild, I guess.
Exactly, exactly. Uh, Now he's just repeating himself here. It's a reasonable requirement, but it really limits. It's really limiting. Um, this work, I think he's referring to as masterwork, is not for the city council. Uh, so he's not actually using it for the. Well, I'm a bit confused here. So what he's saying is this work is not for the city council. Maybe that means the guild council. She is needed. The work, the masterwork is needed to show to future customers, and also personally for me. So personally for me, that might actually mean the masterwork ritual that we talked about, or maybe when it says not for the city council, that's a bit confusing. We'll see. And when I finish this work, I will return to Nuremberg, get married, and I will open my own workshop. Nuremberg University. And now you are a wandering artist. I think a wonderful life awaits you, Master Andreas. Uh, I would love to see your work soon. Well, yes, and in my life, you could say um, a new what would you call it? Etapp. That's a Swedish word as well. A
A
stage.
stage, yeah.
Yeah. A new stage will begin after. Ah,
Interesting that
aha,
they
aha.
say a tap as German word as well, actually.
I wonder where it could come from, actually.
Um,
Since we're.
Etappe.
Oh fuck!
You click assembly now.
Yeah, I clicked by mistake.
What did you select?
I don't know. My mouse hit the keyboard when I
Uh,
moved it. I think that one was about framing what had happened. That it was after a series of mistakes or after learning what he wants. Or I don't think it has big consequences. But I'll be careful not to do that again. Let's see. It must be scary, I think, to start over from the start. I must achieve something in my life. It is a duty to my family. Yes, but at least now I have understood what it is I want to work with. Or, yes, now at least I understood that I want to work with specifically this. That's nice. Oh, okay. So this was important. She will remember this. Um, Not everyone is given a chance to themselves uh, decide what they will do in their life. Yeah, that's nice. He's being very humble here. In Tassing, this town,
yeah.
no one is. Um, I've spent very little thought about art, but I saw you sketch in your. I saw you make like what are these called? Uh, Scribbles in your little book. I believe this is going to be a true masterwork. And now she just said it again. You will make a true masterwork.
Yeah.
Oh, here's your favorite phrase, Vincent. It
What's
is
that?
what it
Oh
is.
no.
It is what it is. So far, this is my best work. Or, uh,
That is what it
uh,
is. Or something like
yeah, yeah, that it is. But yes, this phrase is used in both those ways.
okay.
It is coming soon, and um, right now it's difficult to say. Um, when it's done, then we will have a look.
Oh, that's not very convinced.
But
But it's humble.
uh, believe in yourself. I have no doubt that this is going to be a true treasure. I have to go back to work. Good luck to you in the Abbey, Andreas. I'll see you at dinner after evening prayer. Have a good day in the Abbey, Andreas. We will await you at dinner. What? Didn't she just say that? Oh,
After the
okay.
evening prayer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. She keeps. She likes repeating herself, but that's good. Um, Today I can't make it. Oh, I can't make it there, but thank you. Um, Klaus Drucker has already. Oh, who's this? Oh, Klaus Drucker has already invited me to dinner. And what did Drucker mean, Vincent?
uh, Something like printer, someone who prints.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah, nowadays it's the printer device, of course, but
So in this era, almost everyone has a last name that is just what their job is. So Andreas here is called Andreas Mahler, and Mahler is painter, right?
yeah,
It sounds like the Swedish målare, which is related.
more ladder.
Yeah, måla is paint. Um, oh, that's nothing, or no worries. Please say hello to the Druckers from us. Until we meet again. Okay. So this is Eva. Hello, Andreas. Let's see. Oh my God. Let's talk. Hello, hello, Clara. Can you give me some more time? Of course, Andreas. What can I help you with? We can probably ask about. Um, we can ask about the money thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wanted to ask uh, if you need help with the paying of the taxes, or you said that you have run up a debt with the Abbey. How much is it that you don't? How much more do you actually need? I'll ask that first. Well, and now she's whispering about 2 guilders. Um, I think that's a lot of money. Um, if you can't actually pay for your housing earlier, that's no worry. We will have to just think up how to settle our accounts with the abbot. I can say this one I just happened to read first. No, no, I'll pay. I was just curious, or with great joy I will. Oof, I will give you all my possible assistance. I know that you are going through. I know you are going through difficult times right now. I'll be nice. You have a kind heart, Andreas, but I'm afraid I can't accept any help. Peter's, the husband's, pride does not allow him to ask for help. Uh, while this is a weird thing to say, does not allow him to ask for help while there is still unplowed, unplowed earth. So like, I think things. I don't think it means actually farming, but like
Yeah.
ways they could find the money. Um, I'm really sorry that I even asked you about payment. Um, you're young and you need to think about your future. Well, if you're sure, or I am happy to pay earlier, Clara. You have happily accepted me uh, to stay here, uh, and you definitely need money more right now than I do. Oh,
What is this gap?
God, God save you, Andreas. Just don't tell Peter, okay? Uh, he doesn't like that I'm talking about our problems.
What's Bor mean?
Bog, that's God.
God. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bog.
What?
Vincent Bog.
Bor? No, no, no.
No,
But
Bog.
yeah, does it really say mean bog?
Yes.
Bog
No,
is
no, no.
God in Russian,
Bog
or
is
what?
God. Yes.
But how do you? Okay, okay. Let's go on.
I won't say a word or okay. Thank you, Andreas. I'll see you soon, Clara. Okay. What did you want to say, Vincent?
I forgot what I was about. Don't know.
Um, so the previous time we were here, we looked in this. Oof. Okay, so there is a map here. Let's see. There we are. Ah, so here's Europe. We are like, is this
Yeah.
Austria or Germany? I don't even know where the modern borders go. There's no coast here, so it's difficult for me living in Scandinavia.
Good
Um,
question.
but
Uh,
it's yeah,
where are we? We are in Tassin, right?
yes, exactly. So here it says Venice. Here it
Venice.
says Nuremberg. This is the King's Road going down all the way to Rome.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we are north of Innsbruck and south of Augsburg.
So between Innsbruck and South Augsburg.
So I think that's Austria, right? Innsbruck is
Augsburg.
Austria.
Yeah, Innsbruck is. I think it is Augsburg. Wait, I googled this myself.
Yeah.
Ins yeah, city in Austria. And Augsburg is of course Bavaria.
Yeah.
For the people who don't know German gear.
Okay, so here's Tassing. Here's the surrounding area. We're at the Gertner farm. Here's the center of town. Johan Bauer's farm. Old, the old salt mine. The waterfall. The holy. To the abbey. The abbey looks fucking cool. Oh, sorry for let's not say that. But yeah, it looks very very cool. And here's a Europe map again. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that there's a full glossary here of all the people. We don't have to go through these, at least right now, because we already happen to know that she is the uh, wife of. Oh wow, what was his name again?
Peter.
Let's
Peter.
see. Peter, yes. So yes, Peter and Clara had this daughter, Ursula, very recently, but before Peter had another wife who's dead now that had two children. One of them is Eva, who stands there, and the other one is the son outside. Okay. If you want to find out more about these characters, we'll get to that when we come to it. Let's keep the pace up a bit here. Let's see. So this is their farm, the Gertner farm. They have some animals. Very nice. Here's another guy. So this guy's called Peter, and this guy is called Old Peter. Let's see what he has to say. Lord save you, Andreas. Yes. Well, yes, Andreas. Goddamn weather. Um, this city is going to hell. Not like before. I don't think that the citizens here can affect the weather. Or, well, when you were younger, were things differently? I'll ask him. Yes, it was like the difference between beer and piss.
Oh no.
I like this guy. um, Back then, the old abbot didn't very strongly meddle in our traditions. Oh, he wouldn't mind when we left uh, not small um, tributes to Perchta in order to have the sky be clean and the weather clear. So Perchta is some sort of alpine like deity thing that's like pre-Christian. Um, you remember, Vincent, that there's a character in Hunt Showdown named like this with like a mask. You remember?
Hechter.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah,
a white mask. Yeah,
like the or the Sensemann in German or like that. Like
yeah.
the Scytheman or something like that. A man with a
Like a
scythe.
Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper, yeah, exactly.
I won't claim to know more about this deity. Literally, my only point of reference is the Hunt Showdown character that's
Okay.
inspired by it. So
Because in the game The Sims, that when your sim dies, that there is
Mhm.
this creature that appears and it kind of confirms the death
Yeah,
of a sim. That's also the Grim Reaper, isn't it?
yeah, exactly,
That's the
exactly.
person we're talking about. Character.
Aha. So
Hechter.
the Grim Reaper is connected to this name.
I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just guessing
Aha. Okay.
with the Han
It might
Cholan
come up
character,
again.
but we'll see.
Matthias knew that Jesus didn't forsake our hearts even when we spoke the name or pronounced the name of the white lady or Madame. That's probably her. Okay.
Yep.
The church forbid uh, Pachitai. That just means reed. Um, the church forbid the worship of pagan gods, old Peter. What were these old traditions? I always thought that holy Mavriki. What was he called again in St. Ocean?
Holy what?
Holy Mavri. Oh, Mauritius. Saint
Mauritius.
Mauritius.
Yeah.
He's just called Mavriki in Russian. The holy benefactor of Tassing. Um, the legend says that he was born in Egypt. That holy Mauritius was born in Egypt, and he was commander of a Roman legion. He converted to Christian faith and died for his belief. His hand of the hand of Saint Mauritius is a holy relic and is kept in the sanctuary of Kirsau. Oh, so that's here. That's actually very cool. You might be able to go see it. What do you think? That random, that various winds, no, spirits are messing with the weather because no one's following these old traditions. I'll ask what the traditions were. These are traditions which scare away witches and don't let the spirits gather storms over the farms. The saints were not the first protectors of Tassing. My father, no, my father. My father knew this. Old Ranning, Ranning Kemper is the dead husband of Ottilia. Okay, we'll probably see her later. He doesn't have a portrait because he's dead. The old man Ranning Kemper also knew this. This idiot abbot may not like it, but some of us still follow traditions. Let's say the old widow Ottilia, or in the abbey. I won't speak about this in the abbey. Or what traditions? Let's see what traditions they are. I remember. When you get up at night to take a piss, walk around the house to the right and absolutely don't return in any of the steps you've already taken.
Okay.
So in order to have a happy weather and no witches, when you go for a piss, you only get to go out from the right and then piss somewhere and then come into the house from the left again. That's the tradition. Then the witches won't steal your soul. Oh, how interesting. Or I have to go. How interesting. And he just scratches himself. I have to go. Aha. Oh, okay. God save you, Andres. Wait, is that everything? Yeah. God save you. Okay.